Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Out of Alignment. It's been a while since we've been here, and it's only been like 2 weeks, I think, since our Everyone is John one shot. Was that
It
our
feels
last?
like
It's been
forever.
a roller coaster. We had a player's computer blow up. You can probably take a guess which player that was, just based on who's here today. But it's fixed. So starting on March 13th, that is Sunday, we are back to Sundays, and we will be having back to our regular session. I think it's like session 61. I should have looked that up to make sure what number it was, but we'll be back to our main sessions on March 13th. We will be having March 20th off, and then we will be back on March 27th again. So we only got 2 sessions in March. You can see the full schedule on our Discord channel and on our Twitter. And for another announcement, big one, you'll be seeing it in the cards here in the corner, whichever corner that is for me. I'm not sure how the camera's oriented. We are officially affiliated with Hero Forge. That's right, you can now go to bit.ly/OOAForge, and any mini you buy, be it digital, physical, or anything from Hero Forge, you'll help support our stream. So thank you for that, and buy all your minis from that.
Yes, please buy many minis so I can buy an umbrella to stop these lights from blinding me during the session.
It's the Mark Umbrella Fund.
Exactly. It's the Make Me Look Less Pasty Fund.
Oof.
That's gonna be difficult.
You say oof like that's going to be a hard job.
Look, I say that as a very pasty person.
And as another bit of announcement, we are also now affiliated here on Twitch once again.
Yeah.
So we've managed to hit 50 followers here on our brand new Twitch channel, which means we have now unlocked emotes once again. All of the old emotes have been re-uploaded with roughly the same names. I might have tweaked one or two. I don't quite remember. But they're all there. And yeah. You can subscribe. You can. We're hopefully gonna unlock follower emotes at some point, and we're gonna be working on getting more emote slots. And here soon, maybe we'll be having some animated emotes. So subscribe, and you get to use those anywhere you want, all over Twitch. With that, I think that is all that I have for announcements. So I'll turn it over to our DM for the session, Caroline. Take it away.
Hi. Today, we are going to be playing a lovely one-shot that I usually run at conventions called Disney Heroes. It is based out of the 6th edition of the Hero system, so it's going to be very different from your usual D&D. It's very rules light, however, how we're going to be running it, so it shouldn't be too hard to keep up with. We're just going to be rolling a bunch of D6s for the most part. But it's still going to be a lot of fun. It's very similar in some regards, and I guess if all of my players are ready, we'll get started.
Let's transition to our video, and then we'll get into our game.
Rolling D6s.
Oh, the
And we're back.
Alright, so to both set the scene and introduce our player characters here today, I'll get started. Wreck-It Ralph. You going about your normal evening. The arcade has been closed for the day. You're sitting in Game Hub Central. You're waiting on Vanellope to come back from the internet, and you're sitting there. You see Pac-Man going by, nomming his usuals. and just all of a sudden, there's this orange and yellow swirling vortex that just takes up your entire vision. Darkwing Duck, you are out on patrol in the midst of the night. You've just made your way up to a really good lookout spot. You've heard there's been some trouble in this area. You know, you're doing some work for Shush. You know, they pointed you out here in this direction. And as you're looking down into the alley, you too see a little flicker of light, and it just suddenly comes towards you and gets bigger. And again, you are also just consumed by this swirling vortex of light, of roughly orange and yellowy light. Inspector Gadget, you have just finished your patrol for the day, and you are on your way in the Gadget Mobile to go pick up Penny. It's been a good day. You know, you're very excited. You know, you got a nice big dinner planned. You guys are going to have a really good night. It's movie night, and it's going to be a nice time. And then suddenly, right in front of your car, this swirling vortex opens up, and you drive straight through it. But you don't feel like you're in your car anymore. It's just a lot of light and swirling, and all three of you come to. The lights dim. You can see each other. You are in maybe a museum. You're not sure. There's a grand staircase in front of you. Whatever it is, it looks old. And there's a big, giant circular window at the top of it. And with a little bit of light trickling in from behind it, you see a man at the top of the staircase. And he has little streaks of silver in his hair, a goatee. He has a red cape that looks like it's blowing in the breeze, but there's no wind in here. And he's wearing this weird necklace, and he's wearing blue robes, you know, and you could just see from his hands the little flicker of that orange and yellow light that just consumed you and you assume brought you here. And before you can really put yourself together, he floats and starts to descend down the stairs, looking directly at you, Darkwing, and says, "Howard, by the dread fibers of Alder, I was not expecting you at..." And as he gets closer to the bottom of the stairs, "You're not Howard."
And who might you be, evildoer? Kidnapping me and bringing me to this place? Who are you two?
Litwag
I
must have
don't know
plugged
if
in a
you're
new
better than
game.
He looks at the only seemingly normal person for a moment.
Question. If I was in my car when I came through that portal, does that mean I arrived just like skidding on my ass at 60 miles an hour?
No, you kind of like you were sitting there for a second, like you were like sitting, almost floating midair, like the car was just like gone from underneath of you, hands out on the steering wheel. But your gadget reflexes kind of just put your legs down beneath you, but you kind of had your hands out like you were still holding the steering wheel.
Got it.
All right, not what I was expecting, but the spell does what it needs. You must be what I need. I have summoned you here because we are in need of some heroes who can fix this mess happening. History is being rewritten. Things are not as they should be. As just you all should not necessarily be here, but it is what the spell calls for. You are the ones who will be able to put this right. You are
hero,
indeed
huh?
heroes. Are you
A hero, huh?
I mean, I don't know if
Some
I'm a
recognition.
hero.
It's Doctor Strange.
Yes. You are a little weird, I will admit.
Howard might have been better. But you all are heroes, are you not?
I'm just a everyday man. I'm not gonna try to do the voice.
Absolutely. You
I
may
mean,
have heard of me?
I don't know if I'm a hero, but I can do my best.
Well, you're
to
not a
help.
criminal, are you?
I'm a bad guy, but that's good. There's no one I'd rather be than me.
I'm not working with a villain.
I'm not a villain.
It wouldn't have brought, the spell would not have brought him here. My magic would not have brought anyone of malicious intent. He actually leans back into his pocket. There's like a tiny spell book. Just, no. And puts it away.
I'm sorry. Has anyone else noticed we're talking with a duck?
Have you never spoken with a duck before?
I have. They usually don't respond.
Well, hero comes in all shapes and sizes. But are you all up to the task? Looks down, up, over.
I really should have watched some episodes to get to remember the character again.
So
At least that
you
movie
can't
they made back in the 2000s.
You can't just send me back then.
I will send you back as soon as things are righted again in the universe. I promise it will not affect where you were, what you were doing. I will put you back exactly as I left you. I swear.
Oh, good, because if I'm not back in the game by the time the arcade opens, I don't want to get Felix unplugged.
And I have to get back to St. Canard to patrol the streets for crime.
And I've probably caused a car accident.
But if what you're saying is true... wherever evil is flourishing, Darkwing Duck shall be there.
You are a peculiar one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What game did you come from?
This isn't a game, and I just adjust my hat down and start to walk off before turning around behind. Where are we going?
I was about to send you there.
Oh, good. Well, you got a ride? Nice car? Maybe a jet?
It'll be a little less disorienting than the first time I brought you here.
Helicopter?
But he does look at Inspector. You guys look like you were about to say something? No? Okay. He has this ring on his finger. I forget what he does, but makes a nice little circle in the air a few times, and suddenly this swirling vortex that you all were dragged into appears, but not pulling you through. You can't see what's on the other side quite. It's all just light and, magic, you assume. That will take you to where you are needed.
I just walk up to it and start looking at it.
I'm going to walk up directly behind him and also start looking at it.
I'm just gonna walk through because it's normal to me.
Okay. 9 foot tall.
And we get taken away in his wake. Just boom. Ah!
Ralph just heads through. And
Ducks to get in.
Just seemingly duck and inspector to follow as you swoosh through. It's not as disorienting this time. It is more like stepping through, although for Darkwing and for Gadget, it's a little more fumbling through. Like you tripped on something, You guys find yourselves on what looks to be the outskirts of a city. Very, very close to the edge, like just getting there. It's a very, very strange city. Nothing like what you have ever seen before. Very, what you might imagine a very futuristic sort of kind of place, looking like the buildings are very kind of curved. Everything has a lot of bright colors, and you think there's flying cars? Those are flying cars? Is that a flying car? Pretty sure that was a flying car. They had those. It's beautiful. The grass is green. The air is clean. And then you hear the screams of citizens, the sound of rubble crashing to the ground and things being destroyed. As you kind of take a peek in and you kind of really take in more what's actually happening in the city, and you see something whoosh, fly by one of the streets you're standing in. And it is dark. It's big. Maybe about as big as Ralph is. Its little legs, and you're pretty sure it had wings, dark green. Ralph, you almost instantly recognize it as a cybug.
Oh, I've fought these things before. Seems like a familiar level.
Well, we need to chase after that. You wouldn't happen to have a trench coat under there or something, would you?
Sorry, what? I wouldn't happen to have a trench coat under my trench coat?
Motorcycle. Said that wrong.
All right. Well, looking at my abilities, let me try this. Go, Gadget, Siren!
And just as he says this, out from the top of his head pops a police siren that you would see on top of a police vehicle, complete with the whale and the lights and all.
Oh,
Oh,
fellow protector of the streets.
that wasn't quite what I wanted. All right. You there. Big one. Okay, this is going to be a terrible idea, but I want to try it anyway, if you'll let me. Pick him up. I said I was going to do a voice pound. Now hop on my back.
I don't know.
Come now, we've got no time.
Okay.
All right, do I immediately snap in half?
Oh, let me see. What is your lift?
Darkwing
Oh, I
takes a
didn't know
couple
that was a
steps
stat.
back.
You should have the amount you. I believe
200
you can.
pounds, yeah. no,
200
never mind.
pounds. You may
That's
carry
okay, he's all
Darkwing.
bits. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna pull out the skates and just sort of skate forward.
Do you want to roll me a strength check? See if you can handle it.
Sure, why not?
All right.
It's beginning of the
3d6 plus
session.
whatever your
I got
strength
full
stat
health.
is.
Come on. 10. That's not gonna do it, is it?
No. You go to do it. You pop, you get them on there and you think, yeah, I'm gonna be able to do this. You pop your skates out, and then just as the rockets charge up on the skates, they just immediately the wheels slip out from underneath. And you have to reset them. It is not going to hold his weight.
All right, new plan. And I crawl up on Ralph's back.
Yeah, I got a better idea. Let's just take Darkwing and just kind of also put him back there. Just like a back chain.
Unhand me, villain!
Okay, hold on tight. And I just start running.
He's a big boy, but this fucker can run, yo.
I mean, yeah.
As
Leaping
you
if
head-
need be.
Leaping a little here and there if needed. You head into the heart of the city where this cybug attack seems to be occurring. You can see them crawling on some of the buildings. You've seen one or two that you passed running in fear. They're munching and eating things. And as you see them eating, you see them change color a little sometimes. Sometimes they change shape. It doesn't seem like all of them can fly either. It just seems like there's probably about 50-50. But there's plenty for you to try and take care of. And with that, we will have our first descriptive combat.
Ooh. Okay.
So, first up, and that is going to be Darkwing Duck.
All right. Where's the closest one?
Where would you like it? There are plenty.
What?
This is your have fun combat.
All right. They're eating. They said they were eating stuff.
Oh yeah, some of them are eating stuff. Yeah, they're just
All right.
generally wreaking havoc.
All right. We're on a street or something. It's a setting.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna like just Ralph and Inspector Gadget are gonna just kind of look over, and I'm just gonna be gone. And I'm gonna appear. I'm gonna use my teleport and appear on the top of one of the cars. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the raspberry seed you can't floss out. I am Darkwing Duck. And I'm gonna appear in the car, cape spread.
And in a puff of smoke, Darkwing Duck flourishes to the top of this car.
And I don't know if that continue or.
That'll be your movement.
Oh, that is my movement.
We'll count that as your movement.
All right, and then I'm gonna pull out my gas gun. Like, I am the exterminator. Suck gas, bug doer.
All right, roll me to hit.
All right, so that's okay.
Next to the attack, you should have an OCV in there.
Yes,
that
I do.
plus 3d6.
All right, 10.
Okay. It hits the bug. It's right there. It's like right there, right in front of the car. It was about to eat the car, right?
Yeah.
And you poof the gas on it. And it just looks up at you. And just its tentacles twitches, and then its mouth just opens wider. And you can see all the whirling teeth and things. And it almost just seems to suck in the gas. Unaffected.
Ooh, oh boy. Ooh. Little backup.
It does get a more sickly green color. It's a little brighter now. Not sure. It's weird. Next up,
Well, that's
Inspector
horrifying.
Inspector Gadget.
Absolutely horrifying. Go Gadget, spare pants. All right. With this is, you said this is descriptive.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
You can move and get an attack.
I'm gonna
basically.
pat Ralph. Throw me at that one. The one currently threatening Darkwing.
Would.
Okay.
Yep.
Go Gadget, fist.
Roll me to hit with your melee attack, I believe. Which is what that one
All right,
should
so
be.
it's 3d6 plus the OCV.
Yep.
12.
That will hit.
Ah.
Roll me some damage dice.
I'm assuming I don't have weapons. I notice it says weapons here on the sheet, but I didn't see anything noted.
You did not. It's a. If you grab a weapon, if you have a makeshift weapon, I will give you more dice depending on what you get.
So basically, it's time to go Gadget brick some of us.
You may go Gadget till your heart's content.
right,
what did you roll? I missed that.
Go Gadget 13.
You just see this guy fly through the air. And there was a second, you thought like the siren thing that he still has that going, by the way. That's still on. As he and his arm lengthens like a pogo stick. I don't know if that's the word. Just
Boing.
boing.
Like a slinky.
Out, like a slinky. That's the word. And just clocks this bug right in the face, putting a dent straight in it. Its mouth caves in. You don't think it's going to be eating anything, and it looks very bad. It's upset, but it cannot eat anything now. Ralph.
Do I recognize the terrain? Are
No.
we okay? Is there anything that looks like a giant beam? Could be a giant beam of light anywhere?
Ooh. It is daylight out right now. The sun? There's some reflections. You could maybe get a glass pane.
Okay,
A
but
piece of glass.
there's nothing that looks like I could turn it into their self-destruct beacon, which I would know.
Yes,
Okay.
you do know that. Yeah.
Okay.
You do know the more they eat, the more they absorb and can shift and change in their powers.
Yes. All right. Are there You said that one looks pretty bad?
It does look, yeah.
Okay.
It's not, its mouth is caved in. So
Yeah, are there any others that are kind of threatening nearby?
Sure.
Okay. Think I'm just gonna pound my fist. All right. Hold on. Shit, I forgot my fucking quote out of nowhere. My brain just.
It's pretty easy. I believe in you.
No, there's no one I'd rather be than me. There's no one I'd rather be than me. And I just fucking start running, and I'm gonna Wreck-It Rhino my way through a few of them.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Starting with that one.
Starting with that one. Alrighty.
Yep.
Roll me to hit.
Okay. How many d6 do I get?
You're taking your full movement,
Yes.
so you'll get 10.
Okay.
But that's if you hit.
Okay.
Hit first.
That's right. I gotta hit first. So OCV plus
You could
3. Wait, it's OCV plus 3, not OCV plus 3d6. My brain. 13 total.
That will do it. Roll me a bunch of damage dice.
Ooh.
This is gonna get out of hand on dice, and I'm looking forward.
31.
All right, Darkwing, you are no longer in danger, whatsoever. Gadget, you had sort of taken, as you had sailed through after you punched it, you sort of landed on the other side of the car, you know, and kind of figuring out how much damage you did to this thing, and all of a sudden Ralph just plows through it straight in half. Just this thing is super dead, and you just watch him go a few more and just throws one out of the way, throws two out of the way.
Go, Gadget! Sense of inadequacy.
as I run by into her, just watch out! These guys get stronger the more they eat.
Glad he's on our side. Ooh. Ooh.
The Cybug's turn.
Oh no.
Oh no. Let's see. We are going to have them one go after. Darkwing sadly didn't really do much. They don't feel as threatened.
No respect.
I know. However, Gadget, one of them, you seem to have caught one of their eye when your arm, you know, extended out like that.
Boing.
And it is going to try and swipe at you, bite at you. Oh, it's coming. That would be a 12.
All right, so my DCV is 14, so I think that means it misses.
That it does. So you kind of manage to, it comes down towards you, and you manage to, you know, slide out of the way.
Stop that, criminal!
All right, Darkwing.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
All right. I'm gonna go after the one that missed Inspector Gadget. And I'm gonna hop down off the car and take a run at him to build up speed, and then I'm gonna take a flying web kick at him. Yeah, just drop kick him.
Got it. Roll me to hit.
So yep, 26. Rolling. That's 11.
That will hit.
Right.
It's your first gun.
My first damage. 24 damage.
Woo! Yeah, I would say you drop kick it pretty good. It is like turned and like reared, like it wants to eat Inspector Gadget. Gadget, you can see its like mouth opening up again, and you're like, oh yeah, putting up your fisticuffs, and then just you see. You just kind of make out Darkwing's hat, almost just the top of his head, and just all you see is a duck foot as it just and cleaves this thing.
That'll teach you for ignoring the real threat in the room.
It's like a crushed beer can. like just crushed. And it's
Good looking out, partner.
twitching on the ground as it powers down.
Anything for a fellow crime fighter.
Inspector Gadget.
All right. Whew. These guys do a lot more damage than I do.
You have more variety than they do.
Yes, I got a lot of cool shit.
You do.
For right now, I'm going to I'm going to take a step forward, pull up a manhole cover, and wing it at the nearest one, assuming that's allowed.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I wasn't certain how descriptive we're doing on this, or how much leeway we have, but yeah, I just go Gadget, manhole cover.
Roll that as a melee attack, and we're gonna roll it as it's a melee attack with a weapon. Is how we're gonna roll that one.
Okay. So I think that's still just
same OCV,
6
but you're
3.
gonna do more damage.
12.
That will hit. Let's see. Add me in 2 more damage dice.
Much more effective. 15. Not much better than last time.
That's okay. It was flying, and you hurl that man cover at it like it was looking like it was probably going to take off. It's getting, it's starting to take off towards Lord knows what. And this manhole cover just, its wings right off, and it and it just falls on the ground. It's very shaken up. It's barely.
I must say, this isn't my normal type of police work.
Ralph?
I'm gonna take where I had came through a bunch of them. I'm gonna take the halves of one and just chuck them at others.
Okay. I believe you have a toss on your sheet. Roll me a toss.
That is a 11 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay, how much D6 do I get?
You are hurling half sizes of the other things. Did I give you a base on that one, or is
Nope,
it just totally?
It is question mark D6.
Yeah. Let's do 66. A little more in the man cover.
25.
That would do it. You start flicking them off again, just hurling the corpses of their brethren at them to kill them. Something poetic in that.
Every time Yuri goes, I can't help but just imagine the heavies laugh from Team Fortress 2.
Sandwich.
To be fair, Ralph is made for one thing: wreck it. Yep. All right, side bug time. Ralph, they are right at you.
Yep.
I think that is a 15.
That is a hit.
We did it, boys. Our enemies hit someone. Okay. All right, one's gonna come down and start trying to nom on your arm a little and sweep you with his claws. It's going to be 20.
Minus my physical defense.
Minus your physical defense.
All right. It's at this point I realize that I am not in my game.
Yes, you're very much not in your game, and you remember what happens if you die outside of your game. You don't respawn.
Yep.
You die in the Matrix, you die in real life.
Pretty much. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna give you guys one more round of having some funsies.
Alright.
Darkwing. From the top.
So, huh? Alright. I'm going to teleport over on top of this bug.
Okay.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the glue in the roach trap of evil. I am Darkwing Duck. And I'm poof on top of the bug that's attacking Ralph. And I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
with a cape billowing, and I'm just gonna punch down onto the thing's head.
I love it. Roll me to hit.
Just a normal attack.
Punch it.
17.
Yeah, that would hit.
It's only 2d6 though.
I know.
7 damage, enough to just pop him.
Yeah, you bop it on the head enough to start disorienting it. Disorienting it. Blech. Words are hard. All right. Inspector.
And I'm like,
Oh,
you okay, big guy?
Just
Oh.
All right, so I've still got that one that I clipped the wings of.
Yes, you do.
You're under arrest. Go, Gadget glue gun.
Nice.
Like, define glue gun.
I'm imagining. Remember, in the old cartoons, they have the fumigators that you pump.
Yes.
Imagine one of those, except for I pump it and it just sprays a hot, sticky glue everywhere.
Love it. Roll me a go Gadget.
Because you said it was the last round, and it says usable
Oh,
once
yeah.
proceed. So I'm like, I better get this out here. Go, Gadget failure. Go,
You
Gadget failure.
You
That's a
should have
9.
had one more in there. You should be rolling 3.
3d6 plus
Oh,
OCD.
that does 2 plus 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was 2 plus 2d6. All right. 13.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I was like, I thought you didn't have to. I was like, it should be more than yet. You succeed.
All right.
You have a glue gun.
Oh,
So you're gonna just
actually,
start-
I did look a little bit. I want to back up one moment. Instead of doing the pulling out the fumigator, doesn't his finger pop off and he just sprays stuff out of it sometimes?
Sometimes one of your hands is your phone, too.
Ah, okay. So yeah, just basically, ring finger pops open and just sprays like a stream of glue. Stop giving me that look.
You made it come out of your finger. Just
It came out of anywhere, buddy.
it just anywhere. Yeah, that's fair.
I can think of worse places, thank you.
I can too. Much worse place.
Go, Gadget glue gun.
You
That's what I'm
start
talking about, right?
gluing cybugs to the ground. They start getting covered, and their wings are sticking, and their legs are sticking to each other, and they're falling all over one another, and they're partly trying. One of them tries to like eat the glue and absorbs it, and they just get mushier and get more stuck in the ground. They desolidify a bit. So it seems pretty effective. Ralph.
I just got this one on my arm. Darkwing's riding it. Just, I'm gonna wreck it.
Whoa!
20.
Yes. Yes.
Big
And these
yes.
are inorganics.
They are inorganic.
13.
Yeah, after a Darkwing's nice punch on the face. Yeah, you just it's almost like you're like steadily falling as you punch it, and lower yourselves onto the ground as you just pummel it into a flattened state. Darkwing just kind of stepping back off of it as he
just as it lowers in the ground, I just step off of it onto the solid ground.
Man, these levels are already getting dangerous.
Dangerous, you say? Let's get dangerous.
And you guys do just that as you continue to clean up the city from these cybugs. And as you are cleaning up the city, you notice most of its civilians are gone. They all seem to be humans. But you notice one that hasn't. You kind of find him more towards the outskirts of your cleanup. And he's a younger boy, probably in his young teens. He's got jet black hair that kind of comes up into a little bit of a point in the front. And he's got a dark navy t-shirt, with a circle and a lightning bolt going through it. And he has in his hand a sort of strange looking gun that seems to be putting these things into levitation and is slamming them around with the gun a little exhaustedly, at this point. But it does seem like he had been also helping in the attack as you guys clean it up, and you kind of find him towards the end as he slams a cybug into the ground and looks around very cautiously before noticing you three and just points the gun at you with suspicious looking eyes.
Whoa, hey.
Hey
Who
there,
are
young
you?
man. That's not.
I am Darkwing Duck. You may have heard of me.
Do you know my Aunt Franny?
No?
Okay. Take it you guys aren't with that then?
Oh no, that was some nice bug wrangling, kid.
Thanks. Twirls the gun for a second, catches it. Thanks. So do you know where they came from then?
Oh, I mean, it seems like they came from another game.
Another game? What?
Yeah, they're
Keep
from
saying
Hero's
that.
Duty.
It's like a really old game, isn't it? Yeah. It's like a
I mean-
really old.
I mean-
Oh my gosh, they are.
Litwack doesn't update the arcade that much, but yeah, I guess it is kind of older. It's been there a while. Where's the next level?
Level.
You know
I'm
we're
just gonna
not
sort
in a
of crouch
game,
down
right?
to.
I'm here. We gotta be.
I am no video game character.
He looks to the only normal-looking person. Sees the little badge, the police badge at least, and just... Officer!
Yes, young man.
So are you gonna be investigating? Where?
Hold up,
Yes.
I'm the detective here.
I'm an inspector.
Oh, nice to meet
I
you.
have no idea what's going on. So we are going to get to the bottom of this.
I'm
Tell
gonna
me.
get to the bottom of this.
Duckwing, give me a minute.
Darkwing! This is a police.
Look, just as long as you don't mention me in your police report, maybe I could help you guys. Maybe there's like a manufacturing something, symbol on here somewhere. I mean, they gotta come from somewhere. There's so many of them, right?
Well, I'm guessing they somehow got here through Game Central Station.
Haven't heard of it. But keep an eye out. Any other ideas? He just kind of kicks one.
One, to find out where these things are coming from, and two, to get this man to a doctor.
Is Game Central Station. Now that wouldn't be the villain's hideout, would it?
Oh no, that's
Maybe
where we go when we're not when the arcade's not on, not up and running.
I don't understand what you're blabbering about, Inspector. The kid has a point.
Go Gadget confusion.
I just pull a comically large magnifying glass out of from nowhere, and like walk over to the nearest one that's been down and start looking at it.
Yep. Roll. You roll me a perception check while they. What would you like
I would
to do?
also like to pull out the magnifying glass and inspect the same one. Just sort of standing, like, sort of looming over, sort of off to the side of him.
It just like comes out and your hand informs and just comes out of you and just holds itself up.
14 perception.
Okay, we got a 14.
I just kind of kneel down next to the kid. Just haven't seen any like usually they come with like a giant beacon of light or something. Like a giant bug zapper.
I haven't seen any of those. I could tell my dad to get one on that if this is gonna be a normal problem. Sure hope not. He looks at all the like bites and hunks taken out of buildings and the cracked windows and crushed cars, flying cars that have fallen out of the air, and just the wreckage in general. Who was my other roll that didn't? What did you guys get again? 14 and...
Oh, I didn't roll. I was just doing it for flavor. Should I roll?
Yeah. Roll your perception.
Oh, okay.
I believe that would be what it is for you.
10.
Okay. So you roll it. You guys start with your glasses. Darkwing, with yours being much comically larger, clearly you are able to cover more ground. You're also a bit lower. He's looking more towards the upper side of the bug. You're more down on duck level. And you do manage to find what looks to be a manufacturing symbol stamped into the metal.
Haha! I go to grab it and I pull.
Yeah, you can pull the panel off. They're pretty messed up. So you pull off the panel with it. It's a little big, but
So what do they have are they mechanical? Do they have any
yes, they are
okay.
all mechanical.
I pull it off. Yeah, nope. Definitely oil.
Sure is.
Looky what I found.
Who are you handing it to?
I just put it directly in front of where Gadget has his magnifying glass, just right in front of the magnifying glass.
Inspector, you see what seems to be a manufacturing symbol.
Can you describe the symbol?
Yeah, it's circular, and inside the circle, there is it's got almost like a rectangle, kind of curves a little at the points, has a dome on top of the little slim rectangle, and a circle inside of the dome. If I had to draw it for 2 seconds for you.
Yeah. I got it. You got it.
It would look like yay.
Okay.
But
all right.
more professional.
Gotcha.
And probably made out of stamped sheet metal.
Probably.
Yeah. Young man, do you recognize this symbol?
He comes over. He's got the gun on his hip now. Takes a look at it and he goes, Oh yeah. That place is supposed to be closed down. Look, if they came from there, I'm not going there. I'm definitely not allowed to go there. My dad will kill me if I go there. But you guys, you're a police officer, so you should definitely. It is, if you just head that, he starts giving you directions on where the plant is located. He's like, it looks a lot like that. It's kind of that shaped. It's probably going to be a bit rusted. Big circular kind of telescopy looking thing in the middle, but and if it glows red, have fun.
What does it do when it glows red?
It usually means it's on, and that's not good. That is not good.
All right, thanks for the vague descriptor.
Yeah.
Looks like we got our next level.
This isn't. There
Just
aren't
leave
any
it be.
levels.
Look, we're gonna go through. There's gonna be more bad guys. We're gonna go through that, and eventually there's gonna be the boss, and then we're gonna have beaten the game.
Are we in a video
You know, he has a strange sort of logic, doesn't he?
He
We're
does.
not in a video game, says the kid.
Oh. Hey, since you're giving out directions, are there any laundromats nearby that are open? Because I got a lot of that oil on my cape and... No? Okay. No, that's fine.
He holds up a finger, and he's like, "You guys really aren't from around here, are you?" Pulls this weird pen out of his back pocket, and just as you hold up your cape, he just points it at it, and it just almost it lets out this sort of little light and just cleans it.
What? How did... What? Can I have one of those?
Yeah, sure. My dad says a dozen. Gives you one.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Duck.
Put it back in my pocket. At least put it somewhere. Cartoon
Yeah.
character
You
inventory.
You have many pockets in your suit.
I'm just imagining at that moment is the first moment the kid realized that he's talking to a anthropomorphic duck.
He's talked to frogs. He's not terribly concerned. This is just a very large duck. And he's
Well,
also
it looks
talked
like
to a
we
dinosaur.
have a lead.
Yep, you guys have a lead. I have dinner to get to, or my mom realizes I'm not home in time. So if anybody asks, you did not see me. There was no Wilbur anywhere around here, okay? And he kind of just says that as he's backing up, and he goes towards the this one of the cars, one of the flying cars, and it opens up. It looks a little different than the other ones. It's red. It's maybe a little smaller. And he hops in and just goes, "See ya."
Actually, can we
And
get a ride? And I look at Ralph.
Takes off.
Well,
Never
you know the
mind.
drill.
So his name was Wilbur. Yes, we were right.
His name was Wilbur. You guys, unless you want to have some banter, we can go to your location. Alright.
So, you think this is all a video game then?
Well, I mean, I'm a video game character. I'm the bad guy in Fix It Felix.
I'm working with a villain.
Gadget, roll me 3d6.
Oh, I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather
Recognize
be
that this
than
was
me.
an old arcade game you used to play. Darkwing, you have no idea. No, not at all. Gadget, you recognize it. He looks a lot more human and less pixely. But you have vague memories of this being an arcade game.
So yeah, are you trying to tell me you're from an old arcade game?
Oh, Latwork has a copy, yeah. Litwack, yeah.
It's a weird name.
Are we in a video game?
Crisis.
The questioning their own
Gadget
existence.
questioning reality.
Who knows?
Wasting my time on video games when the streets of St. Canard need cleaning. Of crime. I'm not a street sweeper. Just my hat.
We just gotta take this one game at a time.
And with that,
Okay.
you guys-
I have no idea how to react to this. I'm going to do just like I do in real life whenever I'm feeling an existential crisis. I'm going to find something else to focus on. So what do you think we'll find in this factory?
Well, probably more bugs.
Not looking forward to that.
Yeah, they really bug me.
Could you drop him? Sorry, that was out of character. I got nothing else. I'm ready.
All right, you guys make your way there, having a small existential crisis on the way. And yeah, you do see it. As you get out there and out towards more where this factory is, it's definitely outside the city proper. Things get a little less landscaped and pretty and picturesque, and are a bit more run down. Not really many buildings in the way. You see a few smokestacks, but at the focal point of this, you do see what looks to be basically a big version of that symbol, that manufacturing symbol. There's a nice ring around it. It is a big dome with what looks like a big eye, so to speak. It is not lit up. But you do see it as you approach, and you soon reach its what you're pretty sure is its front door.
All right.
It's a very large facility.
Well, after both of you have seen it, I just go, here's the place. And I jump down off Ralph and start walking up to the front door.
Waddling up.
Yeah. Yes. This
All
is
right,
a
I
villain's
guess-
lair if ever I've seen one.
It definitely looks like a villain's lair. Definitely those kinds of vibes.
All right. I'm going to check it out. Go in stealthily. I usually don't do this kind of thing in the middle of the day, so it might be a little difficult for me.
You're going to try to go in stealthily?
That's my vote.
Ah, yes, I'm certain the three of us should have no problem sneaking around.
Well, Ralph is probably going to want to stand back on this one just a little bit.
I mean, if you need me to just bust down the door, I can just do that.
If you hear me scream, come running.
Okay.
Perfect.
What do
All
you
right,
do?
is there any... I'm looking at the building for any kind of way in. That's not the front doors.
You look around, you stand back on one side. Man, this thing really doesn't have any windows. It is just a pretty straight encased factory.
Oh. Is there any kind of a loading bay, maybe? No, just the front doors?
Just the front door.
All right, I kind of like tiptoe towards the front of the door, just with the accompanying music.
Yes.
Yeah, I just like looking for, do a couple hop and a roll, and I come up on the door, backside of the door. Put my ear to it. Do I hear anything inside of it?
You put your ear to it and you realize it creaks a little. It is unlocked. But you don't hear anything.
Put my hand on the door and just slowly push it open enough to get inside.
Yeah, it is a. I don't think I said it, but it is a 2 doors. It is a double.
Oh, well, I'm gonna push one of them.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Need to roll stealth or anything?
You can.
I just want to see if I fail this.
It will be very interesting if you do.
An 11.
Okay, that passes.
All right. Hold my breath, expecting like the loudest creak, and then just nothing. Like, yes. Inside, you just see me disappear inside.
It just waddles in. Is anyone following?
My predilection for not splitting the party is torn with my the fact that this is gonna be fucking funny. If we just let him go. So no, I'm
No.
waiting here with Ralph.
He said to wait until he screamed.
All right,
I did say
Darkwing.
that. Yeah.
You come into this room. It is a very open room immediately. Just a big front waiting area. It's none of this is normal in here. Again, there's very little light. There's a couple of very like flickery lights that kind of that are on at the moment. In the center of the room, you see a frog on a pedestal, in a tiny suit, standing on his hind legs, with a little bowler hat on that has a little red eye. And all along the walls are levers, and each one has a letter of the alphabet. He is staring so dead at you, just dead in the eyes, forward. He's not even looking at you, it's just forward.
I'm waving.
Do you go up to him and start waving?
No, just from where I am, I'm just like, does he see me? At all? No, maybe. Ah, man, with a weird frog here and the really flickering lights. Good thing we're not in a horror game. I'd be scared out of my mind.
He doesn't look at you, but he does say in the most deadpan voice, "Please keep your entire party with you at all times."
Ah. All right.
Well, that's...
Straighten up and walk out in the middle of the room.
So, if I may, I had a thought.
Yeah.
You'd asked if we were following along. We should be following along just so that the moment it's funniest, we just sort of appear behind Darkwing.
Love it.
I'm the one who appears behind things. Thank you.
Ralph sneaking is not going to be very subtle, but you guys can come in at any point if you just want to say, you're listening at the door or something.
Yeah, we'd probably hear that and just...
Darkwing walks up to you. Walk up to the
then
middle.
over here.
Yep, just walk up to the middle of the floor.
He's just standing there, staring unblinkingly.
What? What's your name, little fella? And I walk up to him and kind of be. Is he on a stool? So maybe I don't,
he's like
I
on a
don't bend
pedestal.
down.
He's like on a pedestal.
What's your name, little guy?
Nothing.
Are you a robot or? I go to poke it. Yeah, I go to.
Give him a little poke. He's definitely a frog. You just...
never seen a frog do that before, and I've seen some weird things. Alrighty. Well, straighten up, and I just spin around on one leg and start walking back towards the front doors. You come in.
Just immediately, just.
Nothing dangerous in here. Oh, you were okay.
Yeah, Ralph kind of just ducks getting in. Inspector Gadget, you walk in just fine because you are a normal human being.
Yeah,
Well,
for given levels
sized.
of normal. I am shaped vaguely like a normal human being most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. Most of the time.
All right. So, given this place is supposed to be abandoned,
As you say that, and they come in, the doors slam shut behind you. These very large locks, like bars, come down and lock into place against the door where you came in, and just you can hear them like seal into place.
Told you it was the next level.
does anything happen?
If you pause, yes, the frog speaks again. I fade over time, but some of my residue will always remain. You do notice looking around, you all see all the levers, in this circular room that spell out the alphabet. There is also one directly by the door that says exit.
By the same door or a different door?
Same door.
Okay.
You do see a door that you think leads deeper in the factory behind the frog.
Fade over time. Some residue will always remain. Childhood trauma.
Don't hurt your DM. I'm gonna hurt you back. I know it's Disney, but God.
Go Gadget, Googling the answer on my cell phone.
Go Gadget therapy.
I don't think I'm Go Gadget licensed for that. All right. Well,
I look at the levers. I'm seeing if there's like dust accumulated on them.
Okay. Let me see your sheet.
While Darkwing is pondering the riddle.
Give me a deduction check.
Okay. $14.
All right. You notice that it has on some of them, on most of them. But it seems like some of them were maybe cleaned off a little sooner.
Can I just get like one of the letters or two of the letters?
Some of the ones that you see are M and O. Those ones you're like, they feel a little too clean. And some of the other ones you can't quite tell if they're clean enough or not. But you have some ideas.
M-O. M-O. Well, those aren't the letters in trauma, so...
Man, I always hate the puzzle levels.
Ralph, when you sit down, usually you're used to things shaking a bit. Nothing moves. Place is sturdy.
I don't think I could wreck this one.
Oh.
Well, you say M-O, you say.
He has deduced that those two letters are likely to be used.
Well, as any detective or inspector knows, MO stands for modus operandi. So we need to find out the reasoning of the criminal's actions, and then we'll be able to solve this puzzle.
Beautiful.
Oh boy. So I guess I'm solving this one on my own then, huh?
Yeah, probably shouldn't have played like a deductive character with how crap I am at riddles.
Do you want to roll a... I believe you have some skills. What do we have on you?
I have criminology.
You do.
Which would be good for figuring out the MO.
Give me an analyze check.
Motor oil. No.
What's with you and oil? Also 15.
Nice. You're pretty sure another letter in this is E. But you also deduce that you think these levers are spring-loaded. You think if you pull one, it's going to go back up.
So you have to pull all of them at the same time. Haha.
Or it means you could use ones twice.
Oh.
Like you put it in a sequence.
Yeah. But what's the sequence?
Well, we could help.
Hey, Frog!
The factory.
Can you repeat the riddle?
I fade over time, but some of my residue will always remain.
What fades over time?
Ink.
Clothing left out in the sun. No, wait. That's not right. M-O-E. 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 Money. No, that's not. That doesn't fade. I mean, it does fade if you leave it out in the sun. A lot of things fade if you leave them out in the sun.
You're pretty confident it's probably not something you leave out in the sun. Just throw that out there.
This is let me okay. It's a riddle. It's probably something that's not like it's probably not like an object. It's probably like an abstract memories. Ah, yes. Memories. It's so obvious. I'm glad I came up with it. I walk over to the M.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it down.
You pull the M.
E.
It lights up. Green. E. Lights up green. Springs back up.
Pause. Walk back over to the M.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it again.
Yep. Pull it again. Springs back up. Green.
O.
Same thing.
R.
Same thing.
I.
It lights up red. And as you pull the lever...
What memory?
There... I need you to, actually... No. Actually, I'm just rolling. Oh, wait. Oh. Fine. Alright. Cover him up. Does a 15 hit you?
That would be against my
Your
defensive
DCB.
weapon.
Yes.
No, it does not.
Sly duck. You managed just in time to, no pun intended, duck out of the way. Thankfully, you're much shorter. You think it was probably aiming for more human height, but darts come out from behind you. You can almost hear them, and they stick in the wall just a bit. before falling.
Not
All the
I.
letters fade.
Not I. Well, if we had any doubts about this being an evil lair, it confirms it. Although I've trapped my base. Anyway, one more again. Walk back over. MEMORY.
You pull the Y. It's the same thing. Green pulls back up. And all the letters kind of just glow green for a second and fade. You hear the door unlock behind you, and it starts to open, or the one behind the frog. And he says, "Congratulations. Let's play ball."
Baseball?
That's all he says. The door is now
This isn't
open
the
for you.
Creepiest damn thing.
Kind of like him.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the door and peek through.
I'm going to take you with me.
Are you going to try to take the frog?
I am attempting to pick up the frog.
You pick him up. He doesn't fight you, but he just starts screaming.
Oh,
Wah!
Put it back down.
He stops.
I think we still have the element of surprise.
Yeah, don't remove things from their game unless they want to be removed. You gotta ask first.
I still don't think that this is a game.
As an officer of the law, you should know that consent is most important.
Frogs deserve consent too.
I was just thinking he might.
Frogginess is not
per.
permission. Frogginess is not permission.
Yes, this is a very serious topic, Inspector.
Absolutely.
All right, we after you, or do you want me to scout ahead?
Well, I'm already peeking through the door. What
Yeah,
what do I see?
it's a very similar kind of same with the walls and everything. They seem to be about the same. There's no levers or anything like that. It is pretty decently wide. Probably about as wide as your circular room, but it is long. You can see another entryway at the other side. It's lit up enough to see it. There's some lights, going down there. And scattered all across the floor are baseballs. And next to, as you kind of peek, in on one of the walls right inside the door, you can see 2 baseball bats and 2 baseball gloves.
My goodness, the duck was right. Come, look at this.
He was literally asking us to play
Just
ball.
come and duck through the door.
Yep.
Oh, it's a sports level.
Just leave him be.
I am going to walk into the room. You said baseballs are all over the floor?
All over the floor.
All right. I'm going to attempt to walk into the room while touching none of the baseballs. I'm just going to be like,
You go maybe about 5 feet into the room, nothing happens. You start going past that, and the baseballs shake for a second, and then just start flying all over the place.
hit the deck!
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a bat and glove.
If you would, yeah. Darkwing.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
You
Yeah?
are gonna take 9 stun
Oh,
from being pelted with baseballs.
yeah, that makes sense.
But you are more than welcome to back up and get a bat or a glove. They're still there. What did you grab, Inspector? You grabbed...
I grabbed one of each.
He has a bat and glove.
I'm trying to snag balls out of the air. Well,
I just look up at him. Good thinking! And I crawl over to the bed.
Yeah, that first 5 feet of the room, we're not bouncing in there.
Okay, so like the first 5 feet of the room is completely safe.
Yes.
okay, so I guess I'm not battering away.
Well, if you want to, when you go in, if you wanted to step past it, but...
I guess I'm sort of like battering them away, trying to clear the path for the duck.
Yes.
As he crawls back.
You help him get back. He does not take any more.
I get back, I stand up, I adjust my cape out, take out my hat, brush it off, put it back on. Look up at Ralph. Well, it's a sports level. You know what to do.
You do know baseball, Ralph. You do know baseball.
Yep.
You all do. What would you all like to do? Inspector Gadget seems to have a glove and bat and is seen to play ball. Although it's a little... he's actually... He is... you see, he must be ambidextrous or something, because he's just having no problem either.
Just
Why did I
pick up a baseball bat between thumb and forefinger.
You pick it up, and it becomes a little more appropriate sized for your hand. It's not like a big club or anything, but it's so you can at least grab it with a hand, or put both, around it, and swing.
Pretty sure tree trunks are not regulation size.
It's smaller than that.
I go over to pick up a glove and I pull it off the bench. It's like this big. It's like,
You start to put it on, and it fits to your feathery hand.
Remarkable. All right.
What are we doing? Are we playing ball?
Are the balls still just bouncing all over the place?
Yep.
And just
They sure are.
swing.
Everybody roll me, let's see. What was it again?
Let's get physical. Activity.
Everyone roll me a dexterity check, save, sort of thing. Dexterity.
All right.
Give me a dex roll.
Monk powers go. Nice. A 15.
Okay.
12.
12.
13.
All right. You are all able to make it across the field, so to speak, of these alive, angry baseballs, batting them around, catching them, tossing them to the side, whatever you need to do to get through. And you all make it. The door is open. And as soon as you kind of step towards the threshold of that door, the balls drop and deanimate.
I'm beginning to think this really is a video game as I take off the glove. And then I look at my hands and I'm like, huh.
They're fine. They're normal. What?
I mean, that's fine. I'm good.
Yeah? They seem normal.
All right. Huh. All right.
Alrighty then. This is the next room. I assume we are going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the villain wants us to do.
Yeah, usually.
I'm tired of playing his games. We got to check this place out, see if there's a way around this.
I'm just gonna look at the one door on one end of the corridor, the other door at the other end of the corridor, back at the one door at our end of the corridor.
There's always.
Well, go ahead.
There's always vents.
You see none.
Ugh.
This place is probably not up to code.
Well, on the other hand, we could keep playing along a little. All right, you go first this time, Ralph.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm going to move you all over.
I did it
here,
last time, so it's his turn.
just so you can see. Everybody come over here.
Oh.
This part of the board, we're gonna finally use one. Doesn't matter quite where you are. You come into this room. It's kind of circular like the first one, a little smaller. The door, it shuts behind you, but you don't hear a locking mechanism. It just seems to close. There are a lot of poles, so each one of those is a pole sticking out of the ground. It seems to be inside of a channel in the ground, almost like a lever, but more like moving across than, on a swing up or down. They have some lights at the top of them. Most of them are red, except for the one that is sticking in the where you see the red tile. I've used the different tiles to denote where the channel is that the poles can move. So the one inside the red tile at the moment has a green light at the top of it. And you can see a door inside here as well that has 6 lights over it. 1 green, 5 red.
Just come over and just start pushing this one.
I'm pretty.
Alrighty, what way are we pushing it?
Inward. So
Inward.
I'm looking to get it there.
All the way in?
Yep.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to see if the door behind us opens.
Yeah, it'll open.
Okay.
You move this one here. It turns green. And as you push that one in, moved it 1, 2 spaces. Then this one moves out. You do not have to move your characters if you do not want to around the thing.
Yeah, but I
you're more
like
than welcome.
doing this.
Okay.
It's one thing I missed from when we had the full maps was being able to move my character and be like, shit, wrong button.
I put my back up against this one and just start like pushing it backwards towards the middle.
You want to put it towards the middle? It's not too hard to move, actually.
Okay.
You do that, and then you're like, oh, okay. You just kind of start casually walking backwards. You push. Let's see. 1. And you move it 1, 2 spaces in. Ralph, you
Brace
get
myself.
shoved out of the way. It is moving whether or not.
With my 300 pounds of lift.
It's a video game, Ralph. It doesn't have to care about physics.
It shoves you.
Okay.
And the light turns green. And then that one is now red.
Okay, Ralph, push that one again.
Okay, push it back towards the center.
Okay. This one. Back towards center and... Ooh. I did. Sorry, it's a little... Yeah. This one looks like it wants to move. And... Oh,
Did you mess something up?
I did. Read it wrong.
You can retcon it. You're the GM.
Yes.
We can reset.
I apologize. It's fine. It doesn't have to be reset. It's just gonna work a little differently. You guys were just playing with it at first, so.
Okay, forget everything about the puzzle. Got it.
I apologize. This one goes forward.
H push that one forward and the other one went forward?
Mm-hmm. Like they pulled in together.
Ah.
So it was still mine that moved backward, though, when Darkwing pushed his in.
Yes. Actually, yes. That was correct.
I say if it helps you, you can rename the minis to be like
I
1,
did.
2.
I did. It wasn't that. I read my key wrong.
Oh, okay.
The minis are named correctly. I just read my key wrong for a moment.
All right.
So
Inspector.
wait. Yes.
Care to join us? And
I'm going to try pushing this one forward 1 square.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. That is number 3. You guys can do tab to see the numbers on them if you would like. They're just numbered 1 through 6. All right, you push 3 in. And oh yeah, I did mess up because that one is supposed to move in. We're just gonna reset that one.
oh,
Because I messed up.
Okay, so Darkwing wasn't supposed to move mine out?
It was. I just should have probably reset the puzzle when I messed up.
So yeah,
I think we need to restart
start
the
over?
puzzle because I'm confused.
Apologies.
As all can be.
Yeah,
I'm
that's all
very
right.
sorry.
That's okay.
good.
I'm very
I'm gonna
sorry.
use the restroom while you reset the puzzle.
Yeah, see, I was sitting here when we started, I was like, is this going to be one of those reacty, slidey puzzles? I do not think I would ever run one of those by hand.
You see, I can do a reacty slidey puzzle, but like,
I apologize.
yeah, it got real confusing real quick.
I'm very, very sorry.
I'd have to write
It's all
like,
good.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I'd have to write like some sort of like script or something.
I have
Like,
a
right
key.
up-
I have it like this does this does that. If you do this to this, one, it does
Yeah,
that.
I don't have the brain for that. I'd have to write like a Python program to just be like, all right, they did
Do
this
it
one
once.
this many ways.
We want to wait for Neil to get back before we.
Or do you
I
want
can
to play with it some?
Well, let's start off by doing what we did last time. Let's move
Pushing in
5 all
five.
the way in
Yes.
and see what
Alright, we're
happens.
gonna push 5 all the way in.
Yes.
Push 5 all the way in. And 2 comes in with it.
Okay.
Okay.
So 5 and 2 mirror.
All right. Was that 3's original position or?
Yes.
Okay.
So if we push 1 in,
You want to try pushing 1 in?
yes.
Okay. Push 1 in.
Causes 3
Ah,
to zip off into the
Jesus.
ether.
It goes wee, and it goes backwards.
Okay.
Okay, so
They have been following the same moves you guys did earlier to see what the correct movement would be.
Yeah.
thus
So
far,
5 equals
pulls-
2. 1 does not equal 3.
Assuming that each one interacts with exactly 1.
That's true. I'll go move 2.
Sounds like a plan.
You want to move 2? You want to
Yep.
pull it out?
Yeah, gonna push it outward 1.
Just 1?
Yep.
Okay. Pull that outward 1. That's number 2. And then you see the 1 lever shake a little like it wants to go further in, but it can't.
So, moving
Okay.
2. 2 is opposed to 1. Is opposite movement of 1.
Yep. Five mirrors 2. 2 is opposite of 1. 1 is opposite of 3.
Okay, so what happens? Let's push 2 back in and see what it does.
We push 2 in, and 1 moves out.
Oh, so there are. This is a lot of levels.
Okay.
I will not be surprised if we're on this like another half hour.
There will be a solution. You do not have to, if you can, if this proves too hard, don't worry.
All right. So what do we
I
have?
understand.
So
Two mirrors. What?
So when you move 5 in, 2 moves in.
Move 5 in. Okay, that translates to 2. Okay, got it.
Yes.
But when you push 2 in, it moves 5.
It
out.
moves 6 out. But if you move 2 out, it moves 1 in.
Okay, if you move 2 in, 6 moves out.
2 is linked. Each one is linked to 2 of them, an in and an out. So it's a binary tree of kinds.
Out on which one? 6. So moving 2 in moves 6 out. What was the other one? What?
Moving 2 out moves 1 in.
Moving 2 out moves 1 in. Ah.
Okay, so if I move 5 out,
Let's move 5 out.
yes.
Move 5 out 1. And you see the 4 levers shake like it wants to go backwards.
Okay, so 5 out is 4 out, 5 in is 2 in.
Yes.
Well, let's confirm that and move 5 back in to see what happens.
Sure.
Moving 5 in. 2 rattles.
Okay.
Okay.
Where
Alright, so
is-
now we just gotta find what all the out and ins are.
I move 6 out.
6 out. Oh, yep. And 3 moves in 1.
3 moves in, and 6 is out another one, because it was... 6 would be here.
Oh,
because
you
I
moved
pushed
it twice?
Yeah. Oh.
No, it was already
No,
moved.
I-
It was,
yeah,
it
I-
was in the center.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, was it?
So-
Oh.
Yeah,
so
it was.
if we move 6 back in,
Yeah.
Yep, you move 6 back in. 2 goes out.
Oh boy. All right, we haven't tried 1, 3.
1, 3, and 4 we don't know their connections are.
Yeah. Let's try 1 and 3.
In and out.
Yeah.
All right. You pull 1 out, and you see 5 rattle like it wants to go in further.
Okay.
You push 1 back in, and 3 goes back out.
Okay.
What's the next number?
3.
3, you push in. And 4 pushes in with it.
And we push 3 out.
You pull 3 out. And you see 6 rattle like it wants to go in.
Ah,
So 3s, both in and out, both do ins.
yes. That's useful.
That it does.
So 4,
4, you pushed in.
push it in.
And you see 1 rattle like it wants to go in.
Okay.
You pull it out. And 5 backs up 1.
Well, that's helpful.
Out 5. Okay, so 3 is key here.
What was 3's in again?
3's in is 4 in. 3 out is 6 in.
What was
Oh,
the out
wait.
on?
Wait. 3 in is 4 in,
3 in is 4 in.
and 5 in is 2 in, right?
Yes.
Well, then we got it solved.
You want to push 5 in?
Yeah, because we push
Yeah,
5
yeah.
in, 2 will move in, then we push 3 all the way in, and 4 will move all the way in.
That is correct.
Hey!
See, I told you, you get it.
We got it because some of the other pieces were already in.
Yeah, well.
All right, and as the last one clicks into place, Darkwing just steps back.
The levers just sink into the floor, so it's just kind of the lights at the top. And all the lights at the top of the door open up. And the door opens.
Darkwing, you could just hear Gadget whisper, "Oh no, we are in a video game."
Ref just tromps along to the next room.
You guys start making your way. And it's down a hallway this time. It's a little creepy. You hear like almost like, I would say the skittering of feet, but the skittering of metal on metal. So
Metal spiders.
like that. Yeah, it sounds like that. You don't see anything. And you come into this room. There's no doorway. There's no nothing. It just opens. It's a very small chamber. And lighting up, instead of the dim, flickering, lights that you have had lighting up this facility, lighting up this room is another sort of portal looking like the one that you had stepped through with Doctor Strange. It's more ovular instead of circular, and it's kind of glowing in this blue swirl. And you hear that sound again, that little as you see a larger version, probably more human-sized, of that hat that was on the frog in the very beginning of the room. But it's just the hat. It has a little flickering red eye that looks at you, and it has legs, spidery legs, coming out from underneath of it. And it narrows its little eye at you, widens, and scurries through the portal.
So Neil has figured out what this is about.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of these movies, so I'm clueless.
Don't worry, you'll know the next one.
So what did it do after it?
It scurried through the portal. It narrowed its little eyes at you. It made a little bit of a beep sound and scurried in the portal.
The culprit. After him, gentlemen.
After the
I'm
beast
just
of fine fashion.
Do we run through the portal?
I mean,
Yeah.
is there anything else of note in the room we'd immediately
Nothing.
notice? Okay, then yeah,
Nothing.
definitely
It's
straight through
barren.
the portal.
You got it.
All right, they run through, and as I'm going, I turn around, and I look around, and I back through the portal.
Beautiful. Good load. If you would be so kind, I'm going to summon you over here. I hit the summon button. I hope that works.
Yep, you got to place our minis down.
All right.
Yeah,
Ah,
we're here on the map. Did you make them unique?
No, sure did not. Let me
Almost smushed.
Yeah, you may want to go back over and do that, because that'll
let me
copy
just
the
do
stun
that
values.
real quick. Yes, especially since you guys were doing that. Make unique. Make unique. Okay. Back we go. Okay. And then they'll be... Where will they be in my little library?
On the right hand. They won't be in the bottom library. They'll be on the right menus. There's a creature menu for unique creatures. You get
Oh, it's over there.
right side, not.
Thanks. Who went in first?
Ralph.
Cool. Ralph, my boy.
Oh crap, we're gonna fight methods.
Just gonna turn you around. No Darkwing. And we got Gadget. There we go. Oh, I grabbed the shot. Why won't you do it? It's mean to me. All right. Well, there was a shot, and it's not there anymore. You come in as the lights kind of fade. The air is dusty and very dry. It's warm here, but it's completely outdoor. You don't see any sort of building or anything in sight. The ground is definitely slick stepped, very hard packed, dry dirt. And you see large bones and rocks filling this area, and a cliff up above you. And in the center of this area, this almost arena-like thing, are two smaller than Darkwing. Little gremlins is the best way to put them. There's a pink one, he's kind of round. They've got little wings. There's a blue one, he's got little horns, little wings, and tail. And the hat scurries over to them, and they pick it up, and you hear one of them, "Isn't this little doohickey neat?" As they like hold it up and admire it, and like looking at you all, and you hear the portal like just fade behind you. Well, you know, bosses were really proud of us since we found this thing. Yeah, it's been so much fun. Are you guys having fun?
So you're not the boss. Well, you're probably the boss. You're the mini bosses, aren't you?
Oh, us? They look at each other. Oh, no. And they put the little hat down, and it scurries back into this cave you see behind them. That's up. That's under and built into this cliff. He goes, no. That's that guy. And as they point behind them, that is not.
Get me.
Wrong. A minotaur comes out from behind them. That's the only way to put it in of myth and legend. A minotaur wielding an axe comes out from behind them and just grunts and croaks his feet a little like this, like he is ready to go. And the two little gremlins just vanish in a puff of smoke and reappear up at the top of the... Let me grab that fucker.
I'm not familiar with that variety of...
I'm just gonna go over there for now. They reappear at the top of the cliff face under over the cave, and then in a little puff, a couple they each have like a popcorn bucket, and the little hat scurries up next to them. I go, have fun! And now we're going to begin combat. Oh. It is the Minotaur's turn up first. Weird little phase system happening here. He is going to take a run up towards the biggest, the thing that's as big as him, and that would be Ralph. So we're gonna go. That's runs to about here. He gets. Yep, he can just get right up in your face, Ralph. That is about as close as he can get on his move. He just starts charging at you. Darkwing.
Yo, what
It is your turn.
As he's running up, I step around the side of Ralph and suck gas, mythical monster.
All right, roll me to attack.
Alright. It'll be 16. No. 13.
That will hit.
Awesome. Let's hope this has an effect. 21.
Yes, seeing as this one, you think the problem was that those bugs didn't actually breathe. And that was probably the issue there. This one does, however. This breathes. And it takes a nice big whiff of its, inhaling as it runs at Ralph and starts choking on the gas, and it takes a very visible effect on him.
And I'm gonna run over here. What's my speed?
It's gonna be that first number divided by 2.
It's on the run.
You move after you attacked.
Right, so I'm gonna go over here. While he's choking.
Yeah. All right, Inspector Gadget.
Oh, is it just the first number?
Huh?
Is it just the first number?
Unless you're not in combat. The
Okay.
other ones. I probably shouldn't have just put that one on there anyway. Sorry.
So, and it's half if I took an action.
Yes, what you do.
Okay,
So,
alright, good. Alright. Double check.
you good.
All right. Well, seeing as how he's currently, despite his large size, is currently incapacitated, or not incapacitated, but, not
Unhappy.
good. I will move up, and I'm going to attempt to cuff him.
Okay.
And, being Inspector Gadget, I'll zoop arms, do the whole zoop out thing.
Oh yeah.
Grab him.
Oh, I should clarify, just so you know,
Go.
he will be cuffed to you. As this is a
To
grapple.
me.
As this is
Okay.
a grapple.
Well, I don't know
Okay.
the grapple mechanics.
It's
so
essentially
take-
you're gonna hold him in place. But he will be attached to you. Just
Okay.
like if someone was. Yeah.
Does that
So he
make
can
him
still
easier
punch
to
back.
hit?
Huh?
Does that make him easier to hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I will attempt to cuff him. Stop
Alright.
right there, criminal.
Roll
Go,
me
go,
to hit.
Gadget. Cuffs. All right. So is it?
3d6 plus 3, I believe, is your modifier on that one.
So I see I've got.
Should have an OC.
It says, Yeah, it says 3 extra limb plus 2d6 extra grab strength.
So like for holding it, if he's trying to break, we're gonna roll for your strength to see what he needs to break out of it after you grab him.
Okay, so
3d6 plus
roll-
3 first.
okay. So grabbing him is what, my strength?
No, this is like a to hit.
Okay, so it's like a melee attack. Okay, ooh,
Yes.
not good. 12.
Does that just misses? But it was a good try.
All right.
You may move if you'd like. There are no attacks of opportunity here. Just so you know.
I tried cuffing him. Obviously doesn't work. Well, that didn't work. Your turn,
He's
big
got
guy.
some pretty meaty hands.
I'm sort of imagining I slap the cuff on him and it doesn't even start to close because of how thick
It's just
his
like
wrists are.
It gives him a little pinch. All right, Ralph.
What's going on there?
I'm
I
just
know what
gonna.
Ralph is trying to do.
Just back up. Just take a couple
Yeah.
steps back and then do it.
Yeah.
That's how
Well,
you
it's
wish.
a charge.
It is a charge.
So I am going to basically kind of run around and then into his side. Wreck-It
Okay.
Rhino. Moving as much as I can first.
All right. Roll me to hit.
Did you do something at the same time? Yeah,
I haven't done anything.
I just like flung my dice and they just rolled. Oh, my Tailspire's crashing.
Oh no.
Ah.
I'm like,
That would do it.
I haven't done anything.
Yep. Okay, let me reboot Tailspire.
Yeah, it's okay. Take your time.
I was like, what in the world just happened? Oh, it's crashing hard. It's not letting me exit the game.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, if your ass camera goes
Alt
black,
F4.
what happened?
You can do it.
I believe in you.
In the meanwhile, I got those little fuckers up there. Where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, shift click helps. Yeah. All right, let's try this again.
I believe in you. Yay!
That'd be a 13.
That will hit.
Right.
I'm gonna give you 66 because you aren't doing a straight line.
24.
Nice. You plow into this minotaur, and it's almost like you guys wrestle for a minute. And you kind of end up backing a little here. You know, you back up a bit as you plow into him and pummel him. And between the gas, he almost has this very green look to his skin now. He looks very unwell, and he just stands there for a second as you kind of like, maybe you need to like, and he just falls over. And from the top, the little gremlins throw their popcorn. Boo! And as they're shouting, in a puff of that blue smoke, it looks like fire almost, comes this also rather looking man, whose hair seems to be in that same blue fire, in a Grecian style robe, little skulls on it, and he clapping like this. Down boys, down boys, down boys. Well. I hope you all have enjoyed your appetizers this evening, but I am here to crush this whole crusade hero party, okay? I kind of had enough of this. The universes are not meant for you all. Clearly this was meant for us, and we're having a good time. Why would you want to ruin a good time? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue for me to have a good time. Fellas, and he whistles because I can't do that. And from one side, coming around from some of the rocks, is, god damn it, every time, a cyclops walks in. From another side, you hear a screech, and a dragon swoops in and lands. And then you feel the earth beneath you rumble, and some tumble out of the cave. And from that cave steps out an earth-looking titan made of rock and stone and dirt. And the man up there, Hades, just snaps his fingers and materializes what look to be box seats with full refreshments. And he goes, "Let's get on with the show, boys." And we begin phase 2 of combat.
GM, could you right-click one of the dice and use the GM action to clear all? They're glitching out for me pretty hard.
Oh, yes. Give me just a moment.
Like every now and again, one will just phase out like 10 feet away, and then back.
You got it.
Thank you.
There we go. All dim dice go bye-bye. Just so you know, at this point, you've realized the bones everywhere look to be like elephants. They're huge. And we begin at the top of the round. The dragon, who sees I believe, lovely Ralph sitting there. Oops. Moves over and comes to claw at you. That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. All right, you are going to take 10 stun.
Okay.
Darkwing Duck.
Woo!
These are some big boys.
Those are some big boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm running over here.
Into the bones.
Into the bones. That's where six squares left me.
Then we're just gonna do that.
That's.
All right.
I ran. That was my full action.
You got it.
Hey, how you doing? Oh.
Yeah, as you run past the Cyclops, you kind of catch his eye. He trundles over towards you and goes to take a swing at you as you're ducking around.
Yeah.
But I'm inside the bones there. It's going to be a 14 to hit.
14's gonna miss.
And he misses. He sprays a few of the bones other places, but he does miss you. Ralph, just so when you see him, plowing through those bones, you could probably pick some of those up. Inspector Gadget.
So I feel like these bones got to be significant in some way, seeing as how they've been brought up twice now. In the three.
They're very big. They're pretty much the only decor you see around, and there's just a lot of them. Like a graveyard.
So we're in an elephant graveyard.
Yeah.
You want to share with the class? Because I'm missing it.
Like,
Everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. What about that shadowy place over there?
Okay.
You must never go there, Simba. You have gone there.
Okay. We have gone there, and the wrong villains are here.
Yep.
It would seem so.
Really, I don't know anything to do other than just walk up and punch the dragon in the foot.
I mean, you
You
do
are
have your
more
go-go
than-
gadget capabilities.
Yeah, but I've got
You can straight up
helicopter.
punch it in the face.
I've got helicopter, so I could fly.
Yes, you can.
I got skates, which increase my speed.
Yes, yes.
The legs, arms, neck, which the 3 foot of stretching. I don't really know what that.
So you can
means.
reach.
Okay.
So like if you want
Siren.
to punch it in the face, you can whoop.
Siren, probably not useful. Cuffs, don't think that's gonna work. And then the special, which I don't want to use immediately. So I think I'll just walk up. I mean, can I do like I did with the what was it? Manhole cover, and sort of grab a rib cage and try to throw it at the thing's head, or more of
Sure.
smash it over the head? Because I think.
Absolutely. Are we gonna move closer to it?
And I'll need to move like here.
Okay.
So, because if I've got a 3-foot, whoop, that's the wrong one. 3-foot reach. Can't.
If you move forward a little bit, you can grab it, and you could like grab one as you go past.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'll basically try to like slam it with the rib cage.
You grab one of the ribs. Roll me an attack.
Out of habit, I went over to click on the character sheet. Like, wait, no,
Sorry.
that's fine. What's weird is that I normally don't even do that when we're playing. I just roll the dice, and then occasionally I'll be like, oh yeah, this thing. That's only gonna be a 12.
It's going to miss. You crack it over its head, and it just turns and growls at you. You hit one of its spines, so it kind of breaks it before it really hits its scales, and it just growls at you. You have its attention.
Go, Gadget, my brown pants.
Yeah, I see that one's made of stone, and I see the dragon. I'm just like, I'm gonna wreck it, and I just go for the golem instead, the earth elemental.
Do you have enough movement for that? To do that and attack?
Oh, that's right, because you only get half if you attack, right?
Yes.
Can you not do the rhino thing again?
I could.
You could try to do that.
Just doesn't get as much damage against inorganic.
Yes, he does get more damage against inorganics.
I mean, if you're moving next to it, looks like you had enough movement.
Oh yeah, I can move like 8 times. I can move like 16 if I run. So yeah, let's just wreck it rhino it.
Okay. You head up to it. You moved 6 tiles.
Yep.
5.
6.5.
3d6, please.
Buttons. Oof. 13.
Just kind of misses. You feel like maybe your footing, you didn't quite get the footing that you wanted as you kind of slam into it, and it a couple of pebbles and debris fall off of it, but it just kind of shakes a little. You didn't get what the kind of thing you were going for heading at it, and it just looks doesn't have eyes, just kind of down at you. It moves very slowly. It is its turn next. And it's pretty much going to go straight for Ralph. It has a very big sort of rock hand, so to speak. It's more just a big hunk of rock. And it just pretty much goes to try and slam it down on you. This big arm. I don't know why I rolled that out in the open. That's going to miss anyway.
Yeah, it is.
It's definitely going to miss. So you move to the side. Or catch it. Yeah, you can catch it. Sure.
With my big meaty claws.
Yes. It is top of the round. Dragon's turn. And it is a little pissed off at Gadget. So it is going to try to bite at you. I keep forgetting to do the GM dice.
Ouch.
Oh wait, nope, that's not yours. That's
definitely gonna hit.
16.
Yeah.
As a reminder, A, you guys still have all your hero points. B, if you ever feel like you're too low to take an attack, you can abort your next turn to dodge. It will dodge with your higher AC. That is something you can do. So
okay.
I want to put that out there. So he hit. And you are also going to take 10 stun.
Okay,
as
and that's
claws at you. You subtract your PD.
Physical defense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Subtract that first number.
All right.
There you go. Darkwing, you're up.
All right. Darkwing, is going to scramble up this column here. If I can grab my character. Maybe. There he is. I'm going to scramble up this column.
Okay.
And then I measured it. I'm going to teleport up to the cliff face.
Okay.
So, a puff of smoke.
List of bad ideas.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Gotta take out the boss.
I am the
No,
terror
here.
that flaps in the night. I am the screw missing from your IKEA set. I am Darkwing Duck. And that was my full movement and teleport, so I am gone.
He has like a martini in his hand. As you pop up, and just looks at you with like disdain, and also, the fuck are you talking about? Look on his face.
I expect that to strike a little more fear in the heart of mayonnaise.
You're a duck.
Yeah,
And
well,
you're a matchstick.
You hear the two little gremlins just go, "Ooh."
Perfect.
Ooh. The Cyclops has lost his prey. Looks around, notices that you're up there. Seems upset. You frown. Like, and he starts to stomp forward. And just as he is approaching, he starts putting his hands on the wall like he wants to climb up after you. And he goes, quack, quack, as he starts coming towards you.
Oh!
Inspector.
Just like put up one finger to Hades. One moment. Ah!
I guess I'm gonna go Gadget deck this dragon in the face.
It's always a good one.
So I think it's what, 3d6 plus 3?
Hmm?
Is that it? 3d6 plus 3 to hit it? Oh, dang it. That's a 13.
Misses.
Alright.
You can use a hero point if you want to re-roll. You can, if you'd like.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I don't know.
I want you to hit things.
Yeah, I assume this is gonna be our last combat. Oh, yep.
Oh, 13 again.
That feels mean, and this is Disney Hero, so roll again. I will not accept the same number twice.
Go, Gadget disappointment. It's gonna be lower. Oh,
Hey!
wow.
So it's a 16?
Yeah.
That will hit!
All right.
Your limb winds up, and you dick this dragon in the face. What was that, 15?
Yes,
think I saw?
15.
Alright. It hurt. And you knock one of its teeth loose.
You're not so tough, are you, giant lizard?
You hear something in its chest gurgle as you say that.
Oh no. I realize my voice has gone from like the monarch at some point I was doing, my attempt at Go Gadget, and now I'm basically just a light 60s or whatever era, like Prohibition era, whatever.
Radio announcer?
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah, see? That's
Monster.
what I keep thinking. Yeah, the opposite of what I'm supposed to sound like, she.
All right,
I
Ralph.
gotta do that one at some point.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Wreck it.
That's 14.
Just misses.
I'm gonna spend a hero point and wreck it. 17.
That hits.
And this is inorganic.
It is an organic.
Ooh. 25.
Nice. You start pummeling like cracks into it. You kind of almost video game like move up it as you're kind of pounding, like you do up and down for half a second. Yeah, you're chipping away at it. It's hurt. It's not terribly hurt, but you're hurting it. You think it's a rock. It doesn't really show emotion. Yeah.
But how much do you think it weighs? How much does it look like it probably weighs?
Hero points worth of weight.
Okay, noted.
Just yeet that motherfucker.
All right, the dragon, gurgling at you. It takes a step back, 2 steps back, as it faces you and lowers its head down. You just see this kind of fire forming in its mouth as it goes to spew flames at you. Oh. That is a 12 to hit.
Oh wow, that actually misses.
I rolled bad. You just kind of, you see it coming and you summon like a riot shield. Oh, for a second, it just kind of pops out and the flames go around you and then it retracts and you are unscathed by the flames. Darkwing.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
All right. Bad ideas continuing. I'm gonna hop up into Hades' lap since he's sitting. And I'm gonna grab him by his tunic. I'm gonna listen here, buddy. Who sent you? Why are you doing this? Call off your goons, and we'll do this the easy way.
Roll me a presence attack.
Yes. What is that? Hold on.
That is going to be up in near your stats. It should have some d6 next to it. Next to your presence. It says effect. And
yeah.
roll that for me.
Will do. Oh no!
Oh no!
That's an
Use
8.
the hero point. Use the hero point.
I will use the hero point.
All right.
I'm gonna use one of my hero points.
You guys have
Sixes,
3.
Come on, sixes.
Come on. Okay, that's an 11. It's better. It's an 11.
You do it, and you think you kind of as you finish your speech, you kind of get the saying, you get the feeling that he lets you do that. It's just the vibe that you get from the look on his face, and he gets a little bit of a crooked smile in his. And you don't quite catch it in time, but he brings his finger up to the side of your head and flicks you off of him. And you are going to be sent back to the edge of the cliff. Kind of teetering on it. You hold on, you're okay.
I'm good.
And you're going to take... You're gonna take 5 stun.
Okay. It's
He
a
does
strong,
Don't touch me.
strong index finger you got there.
I'm a god. With that, you notice the Cyclops below you once more, as it starts to climb quite easily and reach for your little tail feathers. Let's see if it can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's gonna be a 15.
It's gonna miss.
He like plucks a feather.
Ouch!
You're okay. You're okay. And I just hear, Ducky.
I don't like the way he said that.
Inspector Gadget.
Not today, you fire-breathing fiend, and I want to try to use my Gadget pool special.
Yes.
Go, Gadget, fire extinguisher!
Roll me 3d6. Its mouth is still open.
Come on.
You got this. You got this.
Yes, +2 is an 11.
You got it. That's
All
an
right.
easy one. This is just a fire extinguisher. Or do you want like a slightly bigger one? You rolled an 11. I'll give you like a slightly bigger fire extinguisher.
I mean, what's appropriate for the character? I feel like just a regular-sized fire extinguisher that shoots like just a ridiculous amount of stuff.
Well, it's probably part of his body in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
something
mean,
like that. But yeah, you get a nice, a standard-sized fire extinguisher, and you spray it directly into the dragon's maw as its fire breath subsides. Roll me 66
okay.
on that one. That's a good one. Woo,
24.
spicy. You do that, and it kind of rears a little bit after a second. Like you get a good amount in there. It was not ready. And just starts rearing, and like it haunches a little, like it's you don't think it's gonna be breathing fire on you or anyone else for a while, if at all. And it looks very hurt, very not necessarily bloody on the outside or anything like that, but just like it's got food poisoning, like real bad food poisoning.
It looks like Disney injured, where it's like,
Yeah. Let's see, that was Gadget. Ralph.
I'm going to lift up the elemental.
Okay.
I will spend a hero point to
We're gonna
toss him at the dragon.
The dragon.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish to injure them both.
All right. Roll me 3d6. This is for the hitting the dragon, not the picking the elemental up.
Plus my toss, I assume?
Yes.
14.
It's really cool. I'm gonna allow it. Missed by 1, but we're using a hero point, so. And the dragon did just get a mouthful of fire extinguisher. Oh no, I broke my pen. Alright, you're gonna roll me 2 different damage, one for the elemental, one for the dragon. For the dragon, roll me 10d6. You're hitting it with a giant elemental. Inspector Gadget here has
39.
done most of the work. This is just excessive. Gadget, you know if you just would have even probably kicked this dragon, it would have fallen over.
see, I was getting ready. My next turn, I was gonna bonk him over the head with the empty fire extinguisher, but
Exactly. You know anything you would have done probably would have finished this thing off. And then you just see Ralph turn around, and you thought that he was like moving with the elemental, or the elemental was moving, and then you realize he's moving the elemental, and it just kind of comes down on the dragon, and
So-
it just squish.
I've got this the fire extinguisher up, ready to go, and I see this happening, and I just go Gadget, run away! Duck back under the bones. I know I can't move out of turn, but you know, flavor-wise.
It's fine.
Ah!
Flavor-wise.
Drop the fire. Oh wait, here we go. Basically, oh no! Duck away.
The echo. You duck to avoid a dragon splatter. Give me 3d6 for the earth elemental.
13.
All right. So, bye-bye dragon. And big boy is gonna go over here now. He takes his movement basically to stand up. His half movement, whatever. And looks bad. Almost kind of as he's standing up, kind of picks up some of the rocks in the ground up into him. It seems. Looks at you and takes these rocks and tosses them right at your face. Oh, come on!
It's just a bunch of pebbles.
Ah! I missed. He missed.
It's just
The
a bunch
rocks
of pebbles
brush off
instead of
you.
huge rocks. I'm just.
It just kind of like, you kind of swat them away. Yeah, they kind of get in your eyes. I mean, it's irritating, but you're okay.
Stop it.
Because I rolled 2 natural ones.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright. That was 12. Back at the top. The dragon is dead. Darkwing.
Hey! I'm gonna
Ducky.
turn to Hades for a second. I'll be back for you. And I just like take a step back and drop off the cliff and do the double reverse paddle drop just into his face to knock him off the cliff. And climbing up. All right, so
Yeah.
don't mess with me, dice.
You can do it, Dice.
Yeah, a 12. It's 12 hit. Okay.
Just misses.
I'm using the hero point.
Okay.
Come on. That is a 14.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, okay.
So
So
you come flying off this cliff.
it does 10 damage on its own. So, right in his face.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's more like you just you just paddle drop like just dropping like this, you know, like a.
Yeah, sure. Just
How
come
is it?
down.
How would you like to do it?
Just pile driver, just like all the momentum of just stepping off the cliff, the entire fall, just into his face. Just
You do
into his face.
right into his eyeball.
Yeah.
And he takes 10. You said.
Yep. 10 damage. And the target falls.
Yes, he does. He falls and he's gonna take some fall damage. So why don't you roll me 3d6 since he was climbing?
Get out of here. 11 more damage.
Alright.
I'm just gonna kind of hold on.
He looks up steady. It's like holding his eye, laying on the ground. He's like fallen back into some of the bones, and just holding his eye.
I'm just standing on him at the bottom. Kate billowing.
You're
Heroic
standing on
pose.
his chest.
Yeah. Kate billowing, heroic pose.
Beautiful. So as he goes to get up, and since he fell down, he's going to get up. He doesn't quite see you because he's still like kind of recovering on his eye, and he just kind of like blinks for a minute, really disoriented. He's dropped his club, and he just kind of goes to take. Yeah, we can.
There you
go. A smidge. There we go. He goes to take a swing at you. Whee. Don't you want me, motherfuckers. That is a 15. I don't think that's gonna hit you.
15 misses.
Yeah.
I'm a tiny target and I'm spry.
You are a spry motherfucker.
It's cartoon powers. I can stretch a little bit.
Inspector Gadget.
All right. After sort of dusting myself off from my mad backwards scramble, I'm going to assess the situation, and it looks like everybody's doing fine, but I should move to assist Ralph. I've got you, big guy. Melee attack. Oh, that's only a 12 to hit.
They'll go miss.
So I bruise my fist on the back of his leg, like, ah.
You're like, oh yeah, that's granite.
That was poorly thought out.
Ralph?
I'm gonna work it.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to move or anything else after that, or I think you moved?
No,
up
I
already,
think I
though.
would just stand where I am.
Okay. Ralph, gonna wreck it.
15 to hit.
That will just hit.
20. Damn.
Alright. He's showing signs of wear at this point. You seem he's a little, maybe the rocks aren't quite sticking to him as much, so to staying together as easily. He's got a few more holes, so some chips in the boulders. It's looking a little worse for wear, now.
Chip off the old block.
It is his turn, though.
Huh.
He gonna try. You're gonna try throwing rocks at you again. That's a 15 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
So wait, the duck has the highest AC out of all of us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Monk.
It's a monk, basically.
Yeah.
I have a very high physical defense though.
Yeah. So, he's your tank. He's the monk. You're like the wizard. Because you can summon whatever you want, more or less.
Yeah.
So you are going to. You're gonna take 4 stun.
Hey, so if it
It's
goes
gonna be negated.
if it goes negative, do I heal?
Hmm?
So if it goes negative, do I heal?
No. No, that's not how that works. However, you are now encased in a pile of rocks. And you'll be able to try to break free on your turn. Dragon's dead. Darkwing!
Alright. I put on the grappling hook attachment and I shoot it like between the legs of the Cyclops and then pull back, and I'm going to attempt to do the tail feather buster to do a leg sweep.
You do a leg sweep. Let's do it.
Alright. Dice
Big
don't
leg
fail
sweep.
me now. Okay, 15!
That will hit.
Alright. And it's going to do 4 damage as I just knock him off of his feet with it.
Pretty much.
He's knocked down, and then
He lands on his butt.
I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run past him as he's down, and like come up on this thing and just be like, oh, kind of come to like a one of those stops, like the brake stops with the feet.
Yeah, you don't see Ralph, but there's a big pile of rubble in front of this thing. Cyclops.
Ralph.
He can't get to you. Well, he can. Yeah, but he can't do anything. So he takes a moment to get up.
Oh.
He looks sad, like upset, and he has his club now, and he was like, "Mean ducky."
He just wanted to pet the rabbits.
Just wanted. But he can't do anything because you knocked him on his feet, so he had to get back up.
Awesome. Good.
Inspector
Good.
Gadget.
So I guess I'll just try melee attacking again, because it says the Gadget pool special is only once per scene. So
You may use it again with your point if you'd like.
I'll think about it. For now, though, well, actually, what I think I should do is I'm gonna move around him and try to pull some of the rubble off of Ralph.
Okay.
I think that'll be more worthwhile.
Give me a strength check.
Alrighty. $16.
Yeah, you get a decent amount off. He's not completely free yet, but he's definitely going to have an easier time. Speaking of Ralph.
All right. I guess I try to escape.
Make me a strength check.
Strength check.
Up at the top. This is your strength modifier plus 2d6. Oh, yeah.
16.
You are able to free yourself from the rubble. You may use half your movement if you like.
Okay. I will not.
Okay. You stay there. You burst from the pile of rubble after, you see the inspector next to you clearly you could kind of see him through the cracks helping you get out and just... No, it's not his turn. Darkwing.
I am going to teleport. Just poof of smoke, and I appear on the top of the Cyclops' head, because that seems to be a good spot for this. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the news bulletin that interrupts your favorite show. I am Darkwing Duck. And I'm just going to punch him in the eye.
Man, you missed an opportunity. You missed an opportunity.
What?
I am the eyelash that gets stuck in your eyeball.
Ow!
Let's retcon it. I use that.
Okay, yeah.
No, I did that one. Beautiful.
All right.
Roll me that punch, please.
Good.
That's beautiful.
15.
That will hit him.
All right. I'm not using a weapon. So 9.
He is probably yay close to falling over from a concussion at this point with the amount of times you've hit him in the head. Just he's seeing stars.
Poor bastard.
Just want to pet the ducky.
No pet.
He doesn't even know what to do with you at this point. And he just has his club, reaches out, goes to swing, and swings at Ralph.
I was hoping he'd swing at me, and then I just duck out of the way, and he hit himself in the head. But oh well.
That would be a 13 to hit.
Miss.
Misses. And he misses with the very distracting duck hanging on his head. Inspector.
All right. I truly have no idea. I guess I'm going to, instead of trying to punch rocks, I will go Gadget, also punch this guy in the eyeball.
Sounds
Or at least
good.
attempt to.
He looks a little squishier. Yes, that would do it.
Alrighty. I did. 14.
And with that, you wind up your arm again. Punch him right in the eye. And he falls backward over onto the ground. And Darkwing just kind of like flaps down right on the street.
Pull out handcuffs.
This ought to hold you. Just put around his
I'm not.
fingers.
Don't plan on doing anything. Just All right.
Successfully taken down the Cyclops. All that remains is this giant earth elemental, and he doesn't seem like he's having a good time. Ralph?
Gonna wreck it. 14.
Oh no.
It's gonna miss! You gonna miss.
Yep, not spending that last hero point.
Alright.
Yeah.
I will say you are more than welcome to, as you probably won't need them after this.
I have a better idea, but it depends on what happens later.
Okay. It is the Earth Elemental's turn, and he's had a very hard time with you. Just seems a little maybe fed up with you, so he's gonna chuck some rocks at Darkwing. Who
No!
just seems to have felled his friend. Ah! 18.
Oh, that hits. Oh
I hit him.
no.
Unarmored your defense your way out of this one, motherfucker.
It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's just more annoying than anything. But I'm gonna take 8 stun.
Okay. And what's the physical defense? Does that reduce
You minus
by
that. You
Okay,
minus
all
that
right.
from what I tell you.
Oh, good. That's very good.
And now you're in a pile of rocks.
Oh, wait.
Darkwing, it's your turn.
Help! I try to break my way free.
All right, roll me. You have, I believe, extra dice getting out of the grapple. This is what this count as.
Can I shoot my grappling hook like I'm latched around the rock guy and like pull myself free using him?
Can't quite get your gun.
Okay, all right. So yeah, all right. So
But you have your martial escape, so you should get some extra.
Oh yes,
dice
I do have my
on
martial
that.
escape.
How many
It
does
says
that add?
+3 strength,
Yep. So make a strength roll and then
and then add 3,
and yeah,
or add
so-
5 total, I guess.
yes, 5.
So 16.
Yep. You are able to a little less dramatically as Ralph
Wiggle my way free.
get out to the top of the pile of the rubble.
Like I pull, like get halfway out, and I pull myself, and my body stretches, and then like pops up.
Exactly how that happens.
And then
you may move.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you'd like.
I'm just gonna stand in the pile of rubble.
Cyclops
You
is
have-
dead. Inspector Gadget.
You have my attention.
This big rock has all of your attention. It seems a sturdy lad.
Well, I don't think I have anything else really to do with my abilities. So melee attack, go Gadget Knuckle Dusters. So I don't bruise my knuckles again.
Roll me an attack.
Bonk. That's only 13.
It's gonna be yes. But your knuckles are okay.
I need to stop punching rocks.
Ralph,
Gonna wreck it.
Okay. I believe in you.
20.
That will hit. That will hit.
$15.
It is barely standing. It is not happy. This is kind
Just
of.
die, you big stony bastard.
Can I can use half my movement, right?
You may.
Can I leap on it Mario style?
You can get on top of it, but it's not going to.
Can I
You
spend
want
a
to spend
hero
a hero
point?
point? Yes, you may. You may Mario Turtle Crush this Titan. You've hung out with Mario. You know who that is. You know exactly what he does. Roll. You've got your leap, so roll me 3d6.
Please let this kill it.
But add your strength.
I mean, that's a 13.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good enough for what you're doing. Just want to make sure you achieve it. Your thing. Let's say. How many damage dice do I want to give you? I don't think it's really gonna matter.
I just want it to like literally just score pop up out of existence.
5d6.
Ooh. 22.
So Ralph leaves. You saw him doing this earlier in the city with the Cybucks. And comes down on this thing. And it's this very weird, like, blocky kind of movement on both of them for a second. Almost like they glitch into this video game style. And it just, like at the end of the game, you almost hear that as the rocks just, like almost fall and, like, unassemble themselves. And it's just a big pile of rubble.
Does there happen to be a giant gold coin in the middle?
Yes. There's a
Fantastic.
giant gold circular coin in the middle.
Either that or somehow perfectly cooked rotisserie chicken.
Well, I'll be a swan's uncle. We are in a video game.
Ralph lands and the coin just goes and disappears. You see from the top of the cliff the flaming man just slam his fist down as the box seats disappear, the food, the martini, the popcorn, all of it in a puff of flame as they kind of ignite on his body and just nope, not today. Self-care. And he just flames, vanishes, but the two little imps are left there.
We have a
I think you
support
heard him
group
call
every
Pain and
Wednesday.
Panic. You think he
I'm
heard?
sorry.
I said we have a support group on Wednesdays.
You think he heard him call him Pain and Panic? And they just they look for a second like, we're out of here, and then they realize their boss, their boss gone, they look at each other, and they look down at you, and it's like, it's no hard feelings, right, fellas?
A gas canister from my gun. Do I need to roll an attack for it? I want to see. I want to do
No,
this.
no.
Okay, all right.
It just happened. They're like, what it? I'm assuming it's knockout gas.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they just and fall over. As they do, the cave in which the elemental comes through, you see that portal that you originally were sent through, that orange kind of glowing one appear, and Dr. Strange steps through. I lost you for a minute back there, but it seems to have found you. Is everything all right?
We beat the
now
boss.
The fighting's all done. What he said.
He looks, he sees the squished remains of a dragon, a bunch of rocks, looks to see a cyclops, like, just kind of holding his head like this. And just, no, yes, it seems you have done very well. My magic was right to pick you. Thank you for all you've done for these realms. I hope it wasn't too much on yourselves. You seem all right.
I'll be fine. The department pays my therapy bills.
You may want to detain the diminutive demons.
He does his little hand, goes up. You see him pick them up by the scruffs of their necks, steps back down through the portal and back down, and it vanishes behind him. They are strange little things, aren't they? But yes, I'm certain I can get them back to where they belong, as they certainly don't belong here. He's looking around, obviously, at the giant elephant bones and carcasses.
Yeah, it seems everyone here was going full turbo.
I'm not familiar with the phrase.
They go into other arcade games.
Hey, you might know. Is this a video game?
What? No. Why would you think that?
Well, there was and then I'm confused.
He is from a video game.
I pull out my
We got
notebook and just start listing reasons why. Because being a good, inspector, I've been taking notes this entire time.
Yes, of course you have. It's like you've got to file a case report on this. He listens patiently.
Actually, wait a minute. Do I have a prop for that? I got one somewhere, but I'm not gonna fuck with it right now.
Holding the two bugs. Start listing. Oh, all right. It is unusual, I will say, but no, everything you have touched is real. Even those that exist in codes such as him do exist. So, real or not, to you, he's looking into you, it was very much real to everyone living in these homes. So you have done them a great service. And for that, I thank you.
All in a day's work.
He sort of brings the two together, and he just kind of wraps this magical kind of rope around them, so he can just kind of hold them with one hand. As they're just kind of dangling there. They're like a little like.
Just imagining him hanging him from his belt like a duck hunter.
Right, well, I will get these two back where they belong. Clean up this mess. I could certainly use a few more dragon scales in the Sanctorum. Have you of need of anything else before I send you home?
I think you should you get the Cyclops a pet. I think he would perform really well.
I will look into that.
I go to pat him on the head, and I'm like, nope, not gonna do that.
You don't?
I go to pat him on the head, and I'm like, you know what? I hit you enough on the head today.
So little. Very well then. And he opens one beside him. It's like, walk through, and they will lead you back to exactly from whence you came.
I walk up to my portal, and before I go through it, I turn around like, whenever you have need of a crime fighter, or when evil is afoot, you know who to call on. Darkwing Duck! And I step backwards through the portal right after I say it.
My other two?
pretend I also give a appropriate line as I go through mine, because I got nothing.
You're good.
Oh, if you're
Mitchell.
if you're ever at Litwax, see you there.
I'll look it up. As you all step through your portals, came towards them, you noticed up on the cliff, this rather regal-looking lion looking out over the carnage, and he sort of just turns and starts to leave as you all step through. And stepping through, you experience that same, a bit jarring vortex feeling as you pop exactly back into the moment of time, the position, everything from whence you left.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna call it an early night.
And that is Disney Heroes.
Woo!
I hope you enjoyed.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
It was.
This was supposed to be fun and silly and fun.
The Mario ending was fantastic.
That got me.
Yeah, I was saving the hero point. I was thinking about trying to use it to like get Hades to come to bat Anon.
That would have been very cute.
But
I don't know if that would have quite worked on him.
When I ended up facing against that dragon, my immediate thought was, I gotta save this special for a fire extinguisher.
yeah, it was good.
Oh, I'm so glad it happened in the second round and that I didn't like try to do something else. Because I was just like, oh, fire extinguisher versus the dragon is too perfect.
Yeah, I overestimated their health, so I was like, oh, I'll do some damage to the thing.
You did good. I was honestly ready for Inspector Gadget once you had faced off again, for you to use a hero point and do like Go Gadget jackhammer on the
Or dynamite.
Oh, I did actually have a point left over. I could have. Yeah.
Inspector Gadget's just imagination.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that style of game.
You all played beautifully. Chef's kiss. That was a lot of fun.
Well, thank everybody for showing up.
Yeah.
All of our viewers, our players. Reminder that on the 13th, we'll be back to our regular sessions of the Barely Adventurers, where they are about to face down something or another.
A demon!
I was being vague on purpose in case people hadn't caught up at this point.
Just kidding!
But they're gonna be in some hot water at the end of the last episode. So, as a reminder,
Good save.
Good save.
There was an attempt.
As a reminder, we are now affiliated on Hero Forge. You can buy minis through bit.ly/OOA Forge, which should have been on the screen numerous times today.
Yeah.
Or you can get your Hero Forge minis through there, and you will be supporting the stream anytime that you do. And that's awesome. You can also now we are affiliated on Twitch again. You can subscribe. We can get more emotes.
Yeah.
Let me make you emotes.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off and send you guys somewhere else on Twitch. So until the 13th. Actually, I forgot about it. Castfire Tuesdays, Art Wednesdays. This week's Art Wednesday. Yay. So come back on Wednesday and you can see Caroline doing some art.
We're going to draw Hot Jesus again. We're hopefully going to finish getting the lines down for Hot Jesus and his pretty kitty. Yay!
So with that, I bid you all adieu.
See you real soon.